Your total attack speed only impacts your auto attacks. 20% bonus attack speed makes your rotations 20% faster. Only bonus attack speed impacts your skills. Sounds familiar? YouTube and Reddit are full of experts who've been studying Throne Liberty for decades. But all of these experts seem to be saying something different about attack speed. That's why I spent the last week testing over 40 abilities in different scenarios, doing frame by frame comparisons, and now finally everything makes sense. In this video I will explain what it does, how it works and what impact it has on your builds. Alright, let's dive in. Let's start with the basics. What does attack speed actually do? The main purpose of attack speed is to reduce the animation time of your skills. So from the moment you press the button of your skill to the moment you can start the next animation of your new skill. This applies to most type of skills. To melee attacks like frost cleaving, chargeable attacks like the firebomb, instant spells like counter barrier, could be magic attacks, range attacks, heals, you name it. The faster your attack speed, the quicker your character performs the skill. There's only one exception: mobility skills. Skills like precision dash or devastating smash. Anything that involves dashing or movement are not affected by attack speed. And of course, attack speed also impacts auto attacks. The higher your attack speed, the more auto attacks you can dish out per second. But the main purpose of attack speed is to decrease the animation time of all your skills. This will allow you to use all of your skills faster, on combos faster and so on. Now that we know what attack speed affects, let's talk about how it works. When it comes to attack speed, there are 4 key stats you need to pay attention to. First of all, base attack speed. Every weapon has a different base attack speed, even weapons from the same type. Secondly, additional attack speed, which is always a percentage value. Bonus attack speed comes from your gear, masteries, skills and your runes. Then we have dexterity, which is the only main attribute which influences our attack speed. And lastly, you have of course the total attack speed value. Now it's important to understand how these stats interact with each other. To do this, we will take our total attack speed and see how the other stats affect it. And for this, let us take a concrete example. So first of all, your base attack speed is the foundation. If you have no bonus attack speed or dexterity, your total attack speed will be simply your weapon base attack speed. In our case, our crossbow has 0.5 attack speed, so our total attack speed is also 0.5. Next up, the game will take each point you put in dexterity and reduce your total attack speed by a flat amount. For every 10 points you get a reduction about 0.02, and there seems to be no diminishing returns at all. It's just a small reduction per point, but it really adds up. In our case, we put in 20 dex, which reduced our total attack speed here by 0.04. Then bonus attack speed kicks in. This reduces your total attack speed by a certain percentage. But here we have diminishing returns, like most of the time in TL. So the more additional attack speed you stack, the less value you get from each point. Through my extensive testing, I was also able to discover the diminishing returns formula. In the table here you can see some sample values to understand how hard the diminishing returns are. Okay, but now the game takes your actual bonus attack speed and reduces your current total attack speed by that percentage. So in our case we have here a glove that gives us 6% bonus attack speed. This is around 5.7% actual attack speed. So we reduce our current total attack speed by 5.7%. And then we end up with a total attack speed of 0.433. So to summarize, the game always starts with your weapon's base attack speed. And then it subtracts a flat reduction which you get from your dexterity, and lastly it applies the percentage reduction from your bonus attack speed. Okay, but what stat is now affecting our skill animations? Only the total attack speed value matters. If your total attack speed value is higher, your animations will take longer. If it's lower, your animations will be shorter. It does not matter how you got it, so from dexterity, bonus attack speed or from your weapon's base attack speed. In the end, only the total attack speed matters. But let me give you some examples here on what this number actually means. Imagine a total attack speed of 1 represents the longest possible animation time, so 100%. Let's say that means our spell has an animation time of 100 frames. And the total attack speed of 0 would mean no animation time at all, so 0%. So we would have 0 frames for our complete animation. Now each 0.1 second increase equals 10% more of total animation time. So if you have a total attack speed of 0.5 seconds, your animation will be 50% of the total animation time, which would be 50 frames. If you reduce it now to 0.4 seconds, it would be of course 40 frames. Reducing the number of frames from 50 to 40 means a 20% reduction in our animation, which is huge. That's why it feels so good to stack a lot of it. This counts for most skills in the game. There's a small exception from the skill Quickfire, which I will explain in a pinned comment, but for 99% of the skills it behaves exactly like this. And for all of this, it does not matter which weapon is your primary weapon. So for example, if you have a greatsword as your primary weapon and you use a staff ability, all the attack speed bonuses and everything will still count. So the key takeaway, it does not matter how you achieve your total attack speed, whether through dexterity, additional attack speed or weapon with low base attack speed. The only thing that matters is the final number of your total attack speed. Alright, so now that we understood how attack speed works, what does it mean for your build, especially as you prepare for tier 2? First, you have to ask yourself, how important is attack speed for your playstyle? Maybe you rely on combos like a greatsword dagger player, or you have really short cooldowns which you want to spam all the time. Then attack speed is of course really crucial because it reduces the time it takes to execute your skills. Now if this is really important to you, then you need to consider all stats that affect your total attack speed. First of all, the base attack speed. This is your starting point and can have a huge influence. Of course it depends a bit on how much threat reduction you get from dexterity compared to percentage reduction from extra attack speed. But from my testing with standard builds, if the base is 10% lower, then it will be exactly the same later on. Then we have of course our additional attack speed. You can get this from armor, skills, masteries or runes. While percentage increase of your attack speeds is really powerful, you have to remember the diminishing returns. So maybe instead of getting more bonus attack speed, you go for more dexterity. Because it's a flat reduction and it's not affected by diminishing returns. Bottom of the line, if you want to have really high attack speed, you should at least consider base attack speed, additional attack speed and dexterity. But in the end, only your total attack speed matters. So this is all you need to know about attack speed and all you have to keep in mind when building for tier 2. So I wish you all happy theory crafting, and by the way, I have more videos like this, so if you want to learn some stuff, go check them out. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and do all those nice stuff. Thanks for watching and see ya in the next one.